So this kid walks in to my office the other day, by invite, of course, because I'm in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And as we're talking, bonding, I'm watching his eyes, and he's 22, and it's just like he grew up in action sports, loves action sports, getting an advertising degree. And we're just talking. I'm trying to get a feel because I normally get a pretty quick feel for people, and I just realized he was, you as adults, some people, dude, myself, I'm always on the mend, trying to figure it out, trying to find things, but I realized he was on this Goonies treasure hunt, this search for life, and trying to have all these answers come so immediately. But dude, it's the patience in the process. Everything in my life, going back to my 20s, I literally was working in a warehouse at probably 20, 18, 19. Then I started doing production, which was still, I was in sweatshops, dealing with all, apparel and manufacturing and seconds and all kinds of stuff. But the point was, when my life started to gain momentum is when I just took a step back and didn't try to have this checkered flag so immediately, but enjoy these weird, things that didn't make sense at the time, but I had fun with them. I made the choice to enjoy them, to walk through them. And I think when I see 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, by the way, some of you guys out there, props. You guys are crushing. You found your lane. Social media has been your gem. You're an influencer, and you're trying to find your ways and growth and influence. Huge props and talents and all that good stuff. But I was lost, and I didn't have. I went to college for a few years because you're scared that if you don't go to college, you can't pursue your dream. But your dream is yours, and your dream is a gift that is instilled in you. So it's sharpening your sword, which college or reading books or having mentors or just walking through life, jobs at Starbucks, jobs packing boxes like I did in a warehouse. Then I ended up becoming the director of global marketing for multiple brands, No Fear, Alpine Stars, building a brand, out of my garage, which is, has become a global brand. Huge respect there. And it's just like huge respect, not just myself, just to the team and everyone, but it's like, because there's an I in understanding who you are, and there's an I in believing in your beliefs, but that is only to give you a foundation to really embrace the we, because doing this journey alone is not fun. That's why I'm so grateful for my amazing wife, my kids, all my friends along the way. Growing up in Encinitas, California, right by the beach, my cool surf friends, skate friends. I was the moto guy, didn't really have a place back then. Even though moto was cool, there was Carlsbad Raceway, and but it wasn't. There wasn't a. I was coming to school with broken arms and always cut up and bleeding, and my mom. They would drag my mom in because they'd be like, "Hey, is there any kind of a abuse or something happening in your house?" And my mom's the sweetest thing in the world. The answer is 100% no, but they didn't understand all these falls and all these things. I guess you have them on skateboarding, but I was broken a lot. So, and maybe that's just falling short of talent. So anyways, loving life, living life, and but just choice to be happy, choice to embrace it. And back to this full circle, this kid is like, my advice to anyone that's 18, 20, 21, 22 is just, you truly have a gift. And it's like, okay, well, what is it? Well, just take a minute to go do things you love, or even that you don't love, to recognize even more that's 100% not it. Switch jobs, get out of your comfort zone, live life. I don't know. Like I said, it was such an interesting early 20s for me that there wasn't an answer. There wasn't like one book or one thing that just said, oh my gosh, and it just ding. It was more like literally just getting off my butt and going. I didn't watch TV. I was always in the middle of working, going after it. And even when the jobs were horrible, I made no money. There was a lot of bullying in the jobs just because, just everyone's punks, like punking you. But just keep your head up, man. The journey is the journey, the process, all the perspective gained through everything is like just sharpening of these tools. And sometimes, you don't understand why you went left and you thought you should have gone right or something. It just takes you down this path. But no matter what path you go down, just try to listen to yourself, listen to people around you, especially good ones, mentors and people that have been through it. Normally the people that are your mentors, it's not because they're perfect, it's because they went through thick and thin. They've fallen off that horse 45 times and they got back on it. That's the people that are like, wow. Like when I talk to, and that could be drugs, it could be people that have went through so much. That's why I look at hip hop and culture and bike life and just to give those examples, because it's not like, oh, here's your golden ticket. Most of my buddies are like, dude, no, parents were shootings, drugs, foster homes, all kinds of things, and I'm like, wow. And so the perspective they have is so much more valuable to me because they physically went through it. I've had a lot of people with master's degrees work under me, respect to the master's degree, but they didn't have a master in streets, a master in culture, a master in life, a master in like having to work through problems when you have no tools. So I think we all have gifts, and once again, whether you're a trust fund or you trust in what you were funded with, either way, much love, respect. World's best farter in the house, Malcolm Beans, baby. Love you guys.